Welcome to the International English Language Testing System. Today I am your examiner. And so, what's your name?
My name is Shafin Mahpati. You can call me Shafin.
So, our exam will held in three parts. In the first part, I will ask you some questions about newspaper and magazine. So, your first question is, which magazine and newspapers do you read?
I read the Daily Star, which is a daily newspaper, and magazine I like to read most is Kishore. Basically, I like to read newspaper because it keeps me updated.
Have you ever read a newspaper or magazine in a foreign language?
I always wanted to read and I always wanted to communicate and read newspaper in English because it gave me new vocabularies.
Uh, do you think reading a newspaper or magazine in a foreign language is a good way to learn the language?
Of course, it is the best method to learn a foreign language because it helps us to know the new vocabularies and the particular meanings, etc. etc.
What kind of article are you most interested in?
I'm into learning I'm into learning tips about how to remain healthy, both physically and mentally. So this way I like to read health related articles.
So now let's move to the part 2. In the part 2, I will give you a cue card. You have
I do not dine in a restaurant very frequently. In fact, I prefer to eat homemade food, and I have a favorite restaurant. The restaurant is situated in a large shopping mall. It was my younger sister's birthday, and we celebrate this day outside. As part of our whole day, we ate dinner at my favorite restaurant, and we ate in this restaurant. In my favorite restaurant is fried rice, fried chicken, chicken curry, and etc. etc. And I like to eat fried rice, fried chicken, and burgers. Then and I enjoy to eating in this restaurant because the food price is cheap and the quality of food is best.
so let's move to the part 3. In the part 3, I will ask you some questions about food and restaurants. So your first question is, why do you think people go to restaurants when they want to celebrate something?
I would assume that people go to restaurant when they want to celebrate something because mainly a celebration is never complete without filling their stomach fully with some good and tasty foods.
Which are more popular in your country, fast food restaurants or traditional restaurants?
I think traditional restaurants are more popular in my country
Why do you think that?
because the food of traditional restaurant are more cheap than a than a than a than a fast food restaurant.
Some people say that food in a expensive restaurants is always better than a food in a cheap restaurant. Would you agree?
No, I would not agree with this suggestion. The food is expensive restaurant is always better than food in a cheap restaurant.
How important is it for a country to be able to grow all the food it needs without importing anything from other countries?
It is very important for a country because that will suddenly make the country self-reliant.
So our exam is